Okay, everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. A couple of videos ago on our channel, I started reading books. I did like a little video on horror books that it's going to be like a little feature we're doing on this channel. So on the first one, I read Old Tall Sticks and Camilla. If you want to find out what those were about, pop back and look at the video. Very good books. Then Ash says on the end of that one, I was going to start reading this, The Passage, by Justin Cronin. Cronin, I think that's how you spell it. Pronounce it, sorry. And I got recommended this book. I went to the bookshop, asked us again recommendations. He gave me a few. I brought a load of books. He said, but this one you'll get hooked on. Now, this is a book it's a trilogy, a book of three. So there's The Passage is the first one, The 12's the second one, and The City of Mirrors is the third one, which I will be reading probably later this year, beginning of next year. Like I say, it's just wow, what a book. As you know, I normally read I read non-fiction books, a lot of alien stuff and everything like that. But I've started, over the past so many months, I've started reading fiction. And I thought, Paranormal Channel will read horror books. I love horror films. So I thought we'll do this little feature on here. So, The Passage. So, if anyone wants to read this, it is a fantastic book. It's a vampire book, apocalypse book, a survival book story, shall I say, that all in one. Like I said, it's quite a big book. It's nearly 1,000 pages. It took me just over 3 weeks to read it. The story is about focuses around a young girl called Amy, who's about 6 or 7. It starts off with her life with the mother. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody to read it, but something happens to the mother, and Amy gets separated from her. She ends up in a convent with some nuns. She meets Sister Lacey there, who looks after her. They become really good friends. And then somebody comes to nab Amy. Now, in the meantime, in Bolivia, scientists and doctors have found this disease. Basically, it's like a vampire disease. It makes you survive for years and years and years. And they decide to mess with it, put it into people. But the people they use are death row inmates. So the people that's on death row, they're trying it out on these people. When they try it out on these people, they find out it doesn't work how they want it to work. It turns them into a blood-sucking vampire instead of making them live longer. That's what they're after people living longer, becoming like a killing machine for the army, but also to live longer. The project is called Project Noah. Anybody knows anything about the Bible? Noah, he lived, I think his years were like 900 and something years old when he died. So this is what it's called, Project Noah. They're trying to get people to live longer and, like I say, become killing machines. Like I say, the first of these 12 patients to start with. That's where the 12 comes from. Some of these vampires are mind reading. They can get into your head. They can tell you things in your dreams, and like anything probably like a vampire can do. So the story continues, and they decide they want a young girl, and hence Amy gets kidnapped basically to go to this place. But something happens between them being kidnapped and arriving at this place, lab, whatever you want to call it. So the story, first part of the story, delves into characters are really good in it. When I read it, you'll know, if you read it, you'll know what I'm on about. The characters in the beginning of the book, they delve right into the storylines, all the back, the life and everything. Really dives in. There's something happens in the book, and you think, well, why did they bother with telling your story about, delving into all them people's lives? But then towards the end of the book, you know exactly why. So basically, it gets out of hand, this virus gets out, vampire killing spree, hence apocalypse, end of the world, blah blah blah. So then it jumps, there's a big jump in it. It's not running by telling, it's about a jump of 100 years. So first off, the book is all about Amy, this virus, what they're doing with it, and blah blah blah. Second part of the book follows this colony of people who are survivors. Some great characters in there, Peter, Alice, everybody like that. It follows them, builds up a brilliant story, and then they have to venture out. They're protected by lights at night. What they call virals, the vampires, only attack when it's dark. They live in trees and stuff like that, move about in trees and everything. But at night, they have bright lights, they have to keep the power going. If they didn't keep the power going, the virals will come straight at you. It's very tense, and once you start reading, you cannot stop reading it. And then, like I say, the second part of it just follows the travels. They have there's different adventures that go on, avoiding the virals some of the time. The ending of the book is brilliant. That's all I can say. The ending of the book is brilliant. It just leaves it. It's such an happy. It's the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. It's so happy. It's brilliant. And also the last 2 words, bang. And it ends. Then the last 2 words, I'm not going to ruin it, does it. That's why I'm going to have to read the second book to this. It is an absolute fantastic read. So if you are into horror books, this is the one I give to read. It is brilliant. Like I say, it's a vampire book, not like a gory horror, but there's some gore in it, but it's not like gory with people don't like that. It's a really good book. So the next book I'm reading, I am going on a bit of a, so I'll just hit guitar. I'm going on a bit of a Stephen King thing. So when I brought this book, I bought the Stand as well, which is 1,500 pages. It is massive. I was going to read that straight after that, but after reading that one, I wanted something a bit different. So my next book I'm going to read, and I will do a preview on here when I've read it, probably about 3 weeks again, it's an old one. I can remember this film series coming out when I was about 6, and it is Stephen King. It is Salem's Lot. So I am going to read Salem's Lot. If you've read this book, or if you've read the passage, drop it in comments, let me know. Like I say, it's going to be a bit of a feature on this channel now. Every now and then I'm going to put books on I've read about art. They're all going to be paranormal books, you know, it's not going to be something like Mills and Boon, anything like that, but it's going to be horror books. So I am looking forward to reading this. I've never seen the series all the way through. I see bits when my cousin showed me the bit where his mate's clawing out the window, and that run off for me at 6. I didn't sleep for about a week, so I am going to read this book. And after this, I have got Misery to read, also The Stand, and also I've got a weird, I think 11/22/62 or something, a Stephen King book about time travel. So that's going to be included in this as well. But any recommendations you've got me what to read? I know somebody says read Chalkman by Stephen King. So if anybody else has got anything you want me to read and review, let me know, guys. So, like I say, this video's not for everybody. It is like just a horror book bit that we're doing on channel, something a bit different. So, guys, thanks for watching, and please, if you want to read the passage, absolutely fantastic. So, guys, till next time, I will see you later. Bye-bye.